Alright, we're going live again. Here it is on beautiful Sunday, where an hour has been stripped away from our weekends. I think they really need to do this daylight savings stuff in the middle of the week, like Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Personal preference. As you can see, I'm not sitting in the normal spot. We got kind of carried away with a lot of antiquing and stuff like that during the last part of the trips to Beaver, and it's completely covered with quite a few little things there. Especially the new actual ice box. So, yeah, so we're getting this in. Right now I'm trying to set up the new computer. That's also another reason I'm sitting here, because it's been very nice to kind of relax in my recliner, set it up, kind of go through some of the information and some of the ghost hunts will be going on. And then I went off on a tangent and decided to start, continue writing the sequel to the book. And so I lost a lot. So I've lost a lot of time on things when I started writing, but that's okay. So we'll get that rolling a little bit better. We have more to come. It's just I got inspired quite well due to a great song that was given to me by my wife on my original Facebook page, as well as something else came up when I went and watched Logan. You know, I started. Which really sucks when you're watching TV and something comes in your head. Anyway, today I wanted to touch on a couple things that I've been posting on through the week. In fact, I'm going to turn off a light here. Kind of a glare real bad. I hope this is a little bit better. Let's see. Hi again from Nashville. How you doing? So one of the things that I was kind of going with, if you look at the stuff we were doing this last week, was I've had some problems taking some of the tourists out on a paranormal investigation, and they're swearing up and down that they're seeing stuff. And I've noticed that there is a correlation with people who are getting so frightened and so worked up that they are creating their own illusions. They're seeing things, they're hearing things, things that can't be proven, things that can't be done. And it's become a normal thing when it's to new people in the paranormal investigation community, where they're starting to create their own illusions. They're seeing things because they're scared. They're hearing things because they're scared. And it really does tend to cause a small problem with things. We tend to know a lot of the stuff I've been seeing. People have sent me some pictures recently, and I went over them, and I was asking them some questions. They're fairly new to the game, and there's literally was nothing in them. These were a picture of the inside of a home, and I had asked them to kind of circle and show me where these things are, what they're perceiving to see, and literally there was nothing in the audio, there was nothing in the video, there was nothing in the things. And I was asking them how long they've been doing this, and they had told me that they had this is their first one. And I said, well, were you scared with this? And then I started thinking, are they creating their own illusions on the photos, or are they trying so hard to find something? It's always possible. Let me take a moment and see who we got going on today. Sydney, Australia. Kelly, that's awesome. We got Sydney, Australia. You know what? 50-50 chance I might be moving that way. So, well, okay, we'll say it's 60-40, 60 of not. But we'll see. Atlanta, Georgia. Now I've got to get down to Georgia. Most I've ever been is to the airport. You know. North Carolina, Northern Mississippi, Ogden, Utah. Melody Johnson Wallace, Ogden, a Utah resident, going straight up north. How are y'all doing today? Glad to see everybody. You know what? Either popularity's rising or Walking Dead isn't on today. Well, I don't know which one it is today. Anyway, so I'm very glad to be asked to go over the information that's being given to me, and I really do want to help, but it's starting to become a problem when people are getting so scared they're creating their illusions, and they're seeing their illusions on the photograph. So what I did is I took it and went to a friend of mine to have a look at them, just to see if maybe I was not seeing it, and went with the story. And there was absolutely nothing. And this house that they had investigated when I did some research really doesn't have any historical background. Never had a haunting. From what I found out, it was an old college story that there was a murder in this house, and the residents are still there, and the murderer is still there because he killed himself in the house. And come to find out, I mean, this is all just complete fabrication. There is nothing in this home. In fact, it was actually gone through by the South Dakota Paranormal Society. I think that's what their name was when I was checking with them. This house had nothing to it. In fact, they were in there for a matter of 4 hours, and 4 hours of just sitting there. Now, I'm not saying that there's nothing in there. I'm just saying that sometimes there are times with new paranormal investigators or tourists where they create their own illusions, which actually can cause many problems when you're trying to get the real information out, because now they're being very loud, restless, they're scared, they're holding on to you. I don't mind, I'm a big hugger, don't get me wrong, but sitting there with somebody holding on to me while I'm trying to take care of some stuff is just kind of a pain in the butt. Like, did you see that? No, I did not. And I do apologize for being honest, but if I don't see something, I just don't see anything. So we continue on with all that, and they were very understanding, and I kind of gave them some pointers to how to approach going on a paranormal investigation rather than going in there already scared and hyped up. I mean, we're all excited. The adrenaline's rushing when you go to do this, but it does create some problems for those who are unfamiliar with what's going on. So before I skip on to the next one, let me see what's got going on. And I'm so sorry, because again, I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, I love that. I see North Carolina. Okay, we're going down to Springfield, Missouri. I love it. Yeah, we're getting all over the nation at this point, aren't we? I mean, we're really raising it up. So, give me your opinion on what you're thinking. What do you think about people getting so scared they're creating their own hallucinations? What is your opinion on that? It's just something I've seen. I'm trying to help with, and I'm sorry that. And they were understanding. Let me reiterate. They were very understanding and understood what I was trying to tell them. With just they're trying so hard to hear things and stuff. It was they understand now, and I'm hoping that when they're supposed to be going out this weekend or have gone out this weekend, and I hope to get some information back from them, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. So we roll on, we try, we work. I remember several times going through some of the stuff when I first started, and I swear I'm not even kidding you, I could hear humming and singing and laughter, and it was all created in my head. So it's just one of those things. I mean, but again, what's your opinion on it? The next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is there's a reason I have rules with going when I take people out with me, and usually I've got to trust you quite well to go with me because the rules need to be followed. And one of the number one rule with going on a paranormal investigation with me is do not ever intentionally scare someone. I'm going to turn on this little rock salt light that I have here to create a little more light, because I'm looking a little dark and gray. This new computer's cool, but I'm still working bugs out, so give me a moment. Might not do any good, but it makes me feel better. Nope, didn't do squat. Heck. Well, at least it'll grip some good energies nonetheless. So, what I want to do is one of the main reason that I do not tolerate intentional scaring is people get hurt first and foremost, and you can actually cause cardiac arrest. I mean, these people are so hyped up and amped up and so scared that the slightest touch, and they've had a couple cases that I was looking at, And even though it's not a huge problem, it's still a problem nonetheless. So therefore, I'm not going to take any chances. Everybody comes home with me and make sure that they're safe and sound. So there in lies. Plus, not only just a cardiac. I mean, you scare somebody, they try to run, they run into something, they fall down, they get hurt. It's just horrible. But then but the whole thing is, can you be scared to death? And I believe you can. I think something can scare you so horribly that it scares you to death. And that's another thing I'd like your opinions on. I mean, really would. It's something I believe. I believe that you can totally be scared to death. And whose fault is it at that point? Especially if somebody's going, giving you the whole boo, trying to jump around corners. Now, it's fun when you do it at home because no one's expecting it. Because somebody's not going to drop dead with their hand clenching their chest and just... Ugh. But, well, and it could happen, actually. You catch somebody at the wrong time and bam, hit it. So, we'll go with that now. What do we got?
Melody wants to know if the Exorcist house really exists.
Does the Exorcist house really exist? Melody, depends on which one you're talking about. Are you talking about the one that's here in Utah? Or I mean, there's actually supposed to be 3 in Utah. Or are you talking to the one that's back east? Let me ask you that one first. Make sure we're going. There's supposedly been 3 places here in Utah that have been performed exorcism. So, Maine? I love it. We got Maine. We're all over the map. I love it. Randy, how you doing today? Oh, Randy, you know what? Right here. One of my favorite bands in the world. I'll even post it up later. I've got a chance to meet them. They're great guys. Between these guys and Korn, there you go. You can't go wrong with me. What, honey? Didn't I say the South Carolina? All right, now we got there from South Carolina. I'm sorry, I got reading behind me, so this way I can properly take care of you. It makes it a little easier, too. That way she's not shouting across the room at me, so it works nicely. I don't know if we would call it powers, to be honest, Sean. The thing with me is I believe that I've kept that sense open. I believe a lot of us or most, if not all of us, are born with that sense. Now, can I conjure up apparitions, spirits, anything like that? No. Can I see them? Yes. Can I hear them? Yes. Can I prove it? Yes. A lot of the evidence that I've provided over the years has, at the time, we've had audio with communications. I've got pictures of exactly what I'm describing, what I'm looking at, things like that. So, I mean, a lot of times people look at it and be like, oh, I just see a silhouette shape. That's fine. Again, it's all in what you want to do. It's not as easy as it sounds. Is it like The Sixth Sense where you walk into a building and things are hanging there? No, it's not like that at all. It's quite interesting to explain. I can usually feel something when I walk in a building, whether or not off the bat. Sometimes I don't feel anything when I walk in, then all of a sudden something goes running in front of my face. So, yeah, I don't have special powers. I believe it's something we're all inherently born with. But a lot of us lose that ability. That's just my opinion, too, just so you know. The one they made a movie about. Now, the one they made a movie about, they had the regular exorcist. Now, the whole exorcism things was actually, even the one that the original one in the 70s, they were all actually created off of the tale of Annalisa Michel. And also, let's see, the exorcism of Emily Rose was created because of her as well. Things like that. Yes, that actually, the research I've done, I would love to get this house, but they will not let anybody near it. They won't let anybody in it. So yes, I actually believe this house exists and that this actually happened. If you get a chance, go onto YouTube and look up Annalisa Michel exorcism. They'll play the audio for you. It's creepy as all get out. It's great to listen to. Let's see, what do we have? I got Minneapolis, Minnesota. How you doing today? And Rocky Mountain, Tennessee. I'll be darned. And one thing right now is I'm catching a lot of things. My wife helped me out. We get to catch a lot of things that you guys write that I don't get to see. It might pass by while I'm conversing with you or something like that. So if we miss anything, please say it again. I'll jump right on it. I promise. So, Buena Vista, Colorado. Okay, Kim, I want to know something about Buena Vista if you get a chance. Is there anywhere in particular there that would be great to do an investigation? Because we're looking into going there probably towards the end of the year, or at least, I mean, relatively close there. Is there anywhere I can take some equipment and go have a good time? That would be a question I'd like to ask you. Hey, what's up? How you doing today? Randy says, just need to be open to it and it will come to you. Very good. It's a good way to say it. You know, right now, and I'm going to say this, I have somebody close to me who actually has a fear right now of seeing what everybody else tells her is happening around. And I'm hoping to be able to get into the area and check it out to see if the paranormal apparition that is appearing is actually true. Because it's not only that, it's they're catching it on their own filming. And they're not doing paranormal investigations, it's just different filming techniques they're doing. So that's something I want to touch on too. That's going to be hopefully soon. So we have a lot of stuff going on with back and forth. So one thing I want to bring up is, again, I'm going to repost it again. I'm still asking for stickers from all you guys. I know it's really kind of an interesting, or maybe even a goofy thing we're doing. Not really a whole lot paranormal, but the trunk that's coming out with us is going to be on display during filming next to the please filming sign with your names on it as well. The P.O. box is there. I'd like it from your city, state, or your favorite attraction, something ironic, funny, fun, beautiful, whatever. And I would like your signature on it or your group signature. But if you're going to make sure, if you have your group, make sure that you include a list of whose names are on it so I can have those to put in there, okay? So that'll keep going on there. And then in return, I will actually send you a Forevermore Paranormal sticker. And then on April 1st, I will draw for a free Paranormal Forevermore Paranormal t-shirt in the size of your choice. Okay, well, anywhere from medium up to double XL. I think we're going to get one 3XL maybe. I don't. We'll see. So, so keep that in mind. Let's keep that rolling. I'd love to have that. I'd love to have some great signatures and stickers from you people. I mean, it's you guys make this what it is. What? Okay.
Randy's outside of Atlanta.
Well, you're outside of Atlanta.
And then Kim says the St. Elmo Ghost Town
Okay.
in Colorado.
All right. Let's see, just outside Atlanta here. I'd like to know what good spots in Atlanta there, Randy. I mean, just shout out a couple of them to me. I'll get them written down because I'd like to. I'm putting together everything I can. We're getting ready to go full throttle as of last night. The momentum is getting there to go full blast on a lot of things we're doing. So, St. Elmo Ghost Town, that'd be cool. I'll have to take a look at that. Gotta see it. Any good stories about St. Elmo Ghost Town? I'd like to hear them. So, I wear an extra medium. He's got an extra medium. I like that. So, yeah, I mean, I showed the trunk. I mean, it's something goofy we're doing, but I like to keep everything orientated around you guys because you guys are making everything we do possible. And I know we'll be selling some of the t-shirts here soon and some of the other apparel. But I really wanted to get all the stickers so I can put it on that trunk that's displayed and make sure that your name's displayed. Because to me, it shows my appreciation for you guys, you know. I like to do the fan orientation and make sure that I'm there for you too and that I show my appreciation for you making all this possible, okay? So that's really one of the biggest things. Plus, then I'll get. I mean, look, I was just said we're getting from Missouri, we're getting from Australia. I talked to Andrew from Japan. He's already on it, sending me a sticker out there, and we're getting them from all over the country. And I just think it would just be so great to have that displayed really well, right next to the filming sign, things like that. I think that'd just be really great, and just kind of, hey, look at what we did, and look at these people. They're right there with me. So. I'd like everybody to participate that can participate in that, if you can, please. I know it might cost a couple bucks and then a stamp, but I promise I'll send you one of the stickers we get, and I'll send it right to you as well. Let's see what we're going with. Some great Civil War era graveyards. Now that would be cool. I love the Civil War. I love the research about it. There's from what I was just reading, they had just found another mass grave. So I got to finish that article up as soon as I get back to sitting on my rear end doing nothing. Sorry, you know what? When the juice was flowing, when I was writing the sequel to Forevermore Memoirs of the Grim Reaper, it really took over, and I spent quite a bit of time getting a few pages done, so that'll be going up soon. So maybe I'll get back to reading the article. I'll be lazy. Right now, I'm in, because I am a wind turbine technician, and we're in a maintenance season, so my time is kind of limited during the week, doing the 12-plus hour days up the tower and things like that. But hey, you know what? We'll figure it all out at the same time. So, just Google it. It's worth the trip. All right. I'll Google it then. I'll take a look at it. I'll give you some more specifics here soon. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Where do I send it to? There's what's that? Okay, we're getting the address typed in there right now. It's also posted on the Facebook, but yeah, I'd love to hear from. I know there's so many great groups out there who are doing such a great job. I hope Paranormal Eye out there in the UK. I hope they're hearing this too, because I'd like to send them a sticker and get one from them too. Just a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be something supporting your group. It can be, like I said, it could be a cool sticker from or ironic sticker at Atlanta, just as long as you have your signature and your group or your group signature on it and stuff like that, just so I can post it up. It's got your signatures, things like that. Hey, you know what? One of y'all might turn famous, and then that trunk will be worth millions. I don't know. I'm going to turn on a light because now it's getting darker and darker. This time change is screwing everything up when I'm trying to do lighting. I'll have to get the umbrella lighting out and everything like that. So please bear with me for a moment. I'm so sorry. Hi. Sorry about that. So, I think that's a little bit better. Starting to get darker and darker. I'm sorry. Daylight saving time is like cutting the top off a blanket and sewing it on the bottom and saying it's longer. Doesn't work for me too well, especially when it takes away from my sleeping. I'm sorry. I love to sleep, especially during the day, but don't get to do that often. Must see Gettysburg. Now, Gettysburg is on my list of episodes, actually, because there was a couple paranormal groups that I've been in contact with, and I have permission to go out there. They have, the stories I've been getting is still hearing soldiers screaming for help. They'll hear crawling, gunfire, cannon fire, just all kinds. And in fact, I was actually told there was photographic evidence and video evidence of soldiers walking across the field of Gettysburg. So, of course, Gettysburg is way up on my list. I absolutely love Civil War history. I'm trying to get me some Civil War relics to put up along, because I've got War of 1812, stuff from First World War, Second World War, things like that. I am a big fan of and big supporter of our nation's military, whatever branch it may be, and I will always support indefinitely. I absolutely love and appreciate and respect our nation's military. So war's hell, and I really think keeping the thoughts and the history alive will help future generations at that point too. See, thank you, Stephanie, for getting that up there for me. I really appreciate it. Hope you got some good ones. I mean that one that says I love Beaver, it's just sitting right there all by itself. It's ironic, we were we were finishing up in Beaver, Utah today, and some of the great antiques that I've been honored enough to bring home with me at the same time of taking care of things. It really is kind of a bummer to see this house empty. I've been going there for years, even when the last 12 years with no one living in it. But, it is time to move on with things, and it is what it is. The future is bright and is in front of us. Going back through everything, I will have some more pictures brought up. And now that I have this new computer, love it. I thought the camera would be better. It looks a little grainy on my side, but maybe it looks better on your side. It's just some of them are tending to show up better later on after they've been recorded. I just got to go back through and put like 3 or 4 back on YouTube, things like that. So they'll be back on there. Here's Andrew. How you doing today, Andrew? So I wanted to keep going with all of that too. I do enjoy this. I cannot wait to pull the evidence. I'm really kind of upset right now. The hardest part is the computer I was using to do all my evidence and go through it is locked solid. So I'm going to have to take some time to pull those out and try and salvage what I can. But there's not a ton, so we'll get it all going. It shouldn't be a problem. Looks fine here. Well, I'm glad. You know, does it? Does it? Oh boy, you had not idea how grainy it looks right here. You know, if I'm gonna be sporting Breaking Benjamin or Corn or anything like that, I gotta make sure it looks, you know, solid. You know, support my boys. Speaking of which, we have more coming up. Like I said, I'll be selling the t-shirts. I will be getting, hopefully the new cover for Forevermore Memoirs of the Grim Reaper will be done next week or two. And I'll be able to send that through and show you guys what's going on. I've got to get myself going to get the literary agent put together and everything like that. So that is on the horizon, thank goodness. What do we got? Hey, bro, I'll be shipping this stuff over the weekend. Hoping it's all good. I got to get back to work. Hey, you know what, Andrew? Thank you for your support in every which way. Thank you for being a part of our country, and thank you for everything. Thank you for defending our country, and thank you for the support here. I really do appreciate it, Andrew. All right, you have a good day at work, okay? And you tell the rest of your boys out there we appreciate everything that you do for us. All right? I know. I got to wear the glasses. I'm sorry. It's just terrible. I should go get them, put them on. But the last time I put them on, there was such a bad glare and reflection that it was giving me a headache, and then people were griping at me about it too at the same time. So I guess I'll just sit there and go like that once in a while. I could put on my prescription sunglasses. I look much cooler, but my wife gives me such garbage for walking around inside wearing them. I like them, so why not? No, so anyway, so we'll get pulling up things and wrapping it up here shortly. If there's any response you guys want to do about being scared to death or the possibilities of creating your own hallucinations from being scared, things like that, you know, and if you don't get to put them on here, please share them on the website. Oh, next week, a lot of your pictures that you guys have been sending me will be going up of some of the paranormal stuff. Every one of you gave me permission that the ones that are going up, as well as some articles from some of the people around that have been like, here, Travis, this is great. I want you to read this. And I really, really appreciate the participation in this. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure that when you send me something, that I'm not only reading it, I'm getting it out there too. So that way you can, and I do thank you at the same time. For some reason I won't tag you, but just you'll see it post up at 7 o'clock daily as you normally do. And I'll be resetting the one with the trunk because, you know, I'm goofy that way. You know, why not? Do I ever get on, what is that? Periscope. You know, I don't think I've ever heard of Periscope. What is Periscope?
I used to Periscope.
And I was just...
Before Facebook Live came out.
And I was just told about Periscope, but she told me that she told me before, and so I got in trouble. So, hey Patty, how you doing today? Oh yeah, I'll look at Periscope. You know, like she told me, but I'll do. We'll get it better. I'll take a look at it and see what that's all about and put it together. So, and you know what? Maybe I'll find. Maybe if I get my lighting equipment out and things like that. Maybe I can wear the glasses and not reflect everything, but the screen should still reflect off of them. And I'm terrible. I can't wear contacts because I spent like 2 hours trying to put it in one eye. It just looks stupid. So, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so is Periscope one of those things? Does it have a group following? I mean, what is it? Is it like Facebook
Anything
stuff?
you can get on it, whatever.
Oh, okay. I'll give that a shot. Maybe I can get both of them running. I can get a couple things moving around. I'm sure I've got with the amount of camera equipment I got. I bet you I could put something together doing it. So I bet that would be kind of fun. At the same time, so we're gonna I'll get all the shirt stuff out to you, show you what's going on. I'll keep posting the stuff. I really after work, I'm hoping to have a few minutes to pull some of the old information off the computer. I'm gonna hope to re-edit the old trailer that I created for fun. Forevermore Memoirs of the Grim Reaper. It was a fun trailer to make, just for fun, and hoping to get that out so that way I can have some more stuff about what we're doing over to you. I know that is a big question. I keep asking, "Where's your stuff? Where's your stuff?" And trust me, I want to have it out there. I want to have it right there so you guys can see it, even if it's one picture or 20, whatever it might be. And I'll be making other trailers and stuff like that, and I'll be doing a lot of the film editing myself when it comes to the investigations, things like that, to cut out some of the relentless hours of just sitting there in the quiet dark, which is just so much fun to watch. It's fun. It's not bad going through the evidence. It's just a lot of fun to watch when you're sitting there and you got one bloodshot eye. It's really great. If you do, check out Sean Austin, Great Live Paranormal Scopes. Okay, I'll give it a look. That's no problem. I'd like, I love to hear that stuff and get a great global following. Well, if it's anything related to what I have here, then I'm going to have a phenomenal global following if I try it out. So that's great. I've got a great base here with you guys, and I've been pushed a little bit. I've got the stuff put together for the book of the paranormal stories and things like that, so hopefully we'll be sending that stuff off here soon as well. So everything's going in line. I'm glad that I can touch on some of these subjects. If there's subjects that I haven't touched on you'd like to know about or you'd like me to bring up for discussion, please feel free to contact me and we'll get it done. As for that, I really do appreciate everybody from the bottom of my heart as usual. I'm so glad that I have such a great fan base going through. I mean, we're around 40,000 and going strong. We have a lot of people help. I have my wife who's reading stuff for me because I'm not wearing my glasses. I got people that are behind me trying to put together a few little items so we can get things moving for the show, put the book back out, things like that. So, I mean, I truly am feeling blessed, I guess you want to call it, that I have such a great following and such a great amount of people that are helping me out. So I really do appreciate every one of you. And I appreciate all you guys' suggestions of where to go, what to look at, your stories, your stuff. So I really, really do appreciate it. And I want to make sure that I keep telling you how much I appreciate everything you guys send to me. So now I'm going to read a couple more and then we're going to get out of here. I'm awesome. Well, thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I really am. So, thank you so much, everybody. Let me read these up. Have you ever used the Ghost Radar? Oh, yes, I've used the Ghost Radar. That was so funny. I tried using Ghost Radar a couple times, and I don't know how well I believe in that one. So, I'm sorry. Kept popping up things. It might be a different app that you're talking about, but the one I was looking at was, how do you say, kind of hokey. It kept telling me there was a ghost all the way around me, and I'd be like, I'm in an ice cream parlor, dude. There's nothing here. But, so, also, if I get a chance, like I said, we're looking into a couple spots, maybe around Colorado, Tennessee, stuff like that. We're possibly going this year. So if I do end up in your area, I'm going to make sure to post it so that way I can get contact with you and maybe we can go, just have a fun ghost hunt together. Go get a drink or something and discuss ghost stories. I don't care. I just like seeing every one of you if I can, okay? So, budget hunting for new people. Hey, I started out literally with I've said this a million times over, with a disposable camera with a flash. It was fun. And I got some great pictures, and I got some really terrible ones. And then it evolved into the digital cameras. Remember the 4 megapixel digital cameras that cost you a couple $100? Yeah, I had one. It ain't worth $5 now, but and we all increase, we all increase in our budgets a little bit, or we get further in debt getting the stuff. However you want to look at it, whatever is better for you. So it's just the way you got to do it, and you've just got to increase. And every so often, I've come across a new piece of equipment. It's just stupid to think, but this laptop right here that I'm talking to you on is a new piece of equipment that is set up for the paranormal investigations and going through the evidence and things like that. And I'm literally not going to put anything else on it, just to keep it from taking a giant crap like the other one did. So we'll do all that and have some fun. So anyway, I want to thank you again. It's been a real pleasure. I'm hoping that next weekend might go live somewhere else. We're going to look into a place. It's not really during a paranormal investigation, but it will be around one. So because I can't go live during one. It really I've found that it interferes with some of my equipment. Just happens. So I want to thank you all again. I hope every one of you have had a great weekend. I wish every one of you the best. I love hearing from you, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you once again. And please feel free to message me. I love getting the messages as much as possible. Message, say hi. I try to respond to everyone. If I don't respond right away, just know that I'm 300 feet in the air at the time, so I'll get with you when I'm done. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I will talk to you all later, and remember, happy hunting, okay? We'll see you all next week, okay? Or maybe even earlier. Thank you very much. Great seeing you. Great seeing you, man. Happy hunting.